Morning. It's like 6:30 in the morning, but that's because I live in the boonies and to get anywhere that takes forever. Today, I am going to the grand opening of the first East Coast Daiso store. It doesn't sound that exciting to any of you who have Daisos where you live, but hello, for those of us here in New York, this is going to be a life changer. I posted about this yesterday to see if any of you would be interested in the documentation of it, and seems like a bunch of you were, so I'm gonna document my day going there. I do have other things to do, which I won't show you, that are boring, like mailing slimes to Slime Rodeo. Hello. I have a bunch of boxes that I have to mail today first, and then blah blah blah, which is why it's so early in the morning. But I also have to go to Queens, which is where this Daiso store is, so it sounds like they're gonna have festivities and stuff. Will I be one of the first 100? I don't know. I hope so. I had a dream that I wasn't, so that's where my head's at. Okay guys, I just got to the mall where the Daiso is, and Daiso's not open yet, but the first thing that you have to know is the parking sucks here. So review pace number 1 is, ugh, this blows. I just saw some girls running towards Daiso. I don't recognize them, but I'm assuming they're Slimers.
So you guys are not Slimers.
No, we're not Slimers.
Why are you here?
I guess just the hype of it.
Yeah.
I'm just like really interested in the store, and I want the goodie bag as well.
Okay, the goodie bag.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me. And what are your names?
I'm Tamina.
Jamala.
Very cool. Nice to meet you. I'm Sasha.
Nice to meet you too.
It's so loud and there's so many people. I have no idea what's going on. I'm really scared. There's not going to be any clay. Look, it's here. Oh my god. Guys, I was the first person to take clay. There's this much. I didn't take that much because I'm trying to be nice, but that's like, there was none taken off the shelves when I got to it.
I was within the first 100, so I did get a goodie bag. It was filled with snacks and drinks, all sorts of stuff that you expect to be sold at Daiso, not dumb branded stuff that we're gonna throw away, like actual snacks and drinks that we're gonna eat and drink. So that was appreciated. Thank you, Daiso. I got a whole bunch of clay, obviously. I also got some snacks because I don't live anywhere near an Asian grocer, and these are all wonderful things that obviously I love, but also I can use as extras and so on and so forth. What do we need to know about the opening? So really important to note that it is more expensive than other Daiso stores. The average price at a regular Daiso store, like all the ones that I've been to in California, is $1.50 for pretty much everything unless it's marked otherwise. The average price for this one was $1.99. It's not a huge difference, but it does add up if you're buying a lot of clay or a lot of extras or anything like that. As I mentioned before, the parking situation's not super. You do have to pay for parking, which I didn't love. Obviously, it still ends up being cheaper than paying for shipping on Daiso clay or paying a reseller a higher price, but it was kind of annoying. It was super conveniently located inside the mall that it was in, though it wasn't difficult to find, and it is a pretty large store. Maybe the second largest Daiso store that I've been in, so that was kind of cool. I know that they mentioned that the price difference is because rent is higher here in New York than it is in the other places that they have stores, so I get that. And $1.99 is not that much more than $1.50, but you just have to like make sure what you're getting is actually worth that. For the Daiso clay, I think it's worth it. For other stuff, maybe not so much. They had a really cool band playing. Well, I don't know if you would call it like a drum line playing at the beginning. That was cool. It was crazy. I think they probably should have like let less people in at a time because it was really hard to get around the store. But ultimately it ended up being fine, and they moved the line really quickly, at least as far as I was concerned. The one thing that I want to say was weirdest to me was that I did not see any other Slimers. I know it was a school day, but I was really surprised not to see like Slime New York or anything like that there. When I got to the Daiso clay shelf or like hanging thing, whatever you want to call it, it was completely stocked. No one had touched it yet. Like I was watching to see if anyone no one went up to it. I was like, this is crazy. So I took what I needed. I didn't buy out the whole thing. I just took what I needed, and and then I went to go get in the line, and the line to check out was really long. So it took another like 20 minutes to check out because there was like 70 people in line in front of me. And when I got through the line and went by the clay again at the end, because I had to pass by there on my way out, still no one had touched except what I had done. So if you're in New York and you want some clay, it's there. They were also lacking in a lot of the drinks that I love to get, so if you go to Daiso expecting some of those yummier drinks, they have these Calpicos, but they didn't have the regular Calpico in the larger bottles, which I thought was a little bit of a bummer. And they didn't have they only had one aisle, like a small section for snacks and candy, which is usually where, when I'm in California, I go to get like extras and stuff for conventions. So I was a little bit bummed out about that because I was gonna bring them to Slime Rodeo. It's not the end of the world, but I just wanted to give you guys a breakdown on what the New York Daiso is like compared to the other Daiso stores that I had been to. So overall, pretty similar, but they did have more in the way of like stuffed animals and stuff, which I was like, okay. People were being crazy for those, by the way. That was the other thing that I thought was weird. Like, everyone was lined up for what? Like, they were like going nuts for the stationery and the stuffed animals. I was like, can't you get that so many places? I guess it's because it's so cheap. I don't know, but that is what I ended up doing this morning. And if you have any questions, drop them down below and we can talk about it. Have fun.